In July 1863, General Robert E. Lee led the Confederate Army into Pennsylvania, aiming to strike a decisive blow against the Union. With over 75,000 troops, Lee's forces clashed unexpectedly with Union cavalry near Gettysburg. The Confederates, confident after victories like Chancellorsville, pushed forward, forcing Union scouts into a hasty retreat. This initial skirmish set the stage for one of the Civil War's bloodiest battles. The town of Gettysburg, surrounded by rolling farmland, became the unlikely epicenter of a conflict that would change the war's course. On July 1st, Union forces, initially outnumbered, were driven back through Gettysburg's streets by relentless Confederate attacks. However, their commander, General George Meade, ordered a strategic withdrawal to Cemetery Hill, a move that would prove crucial. By securing this high ground, the Union created a defensible fishhook line, anchored at Culp's Hill and extending to Little Round Top. Despite heavy casualties, this positioning allowed them to withstand future assaults. As dusk fell, Confederate troops celebrated prematurely, unaware of the Union's fortified resilience. July 2nd saw Lee's audacious plan to flank the Union line, targeting key positions like Little Round Top. The 20th Maine Regiment, led by Colonel Joshua Chamberlain, faced a critical moment. Outnumbered and low on ammunition, they fixed bayonets and charged downhill, repelling the Confederates in a desperate melee. Meanwhile, brutal fighting erupted at Devil's Den and Culp's Hill. The Union's tenacity, despite heavy losses, held the line. By nightfall, both sides were exhausted, but the Union's defensive strategy had thwarted Lee's gambit. On July 3rd, Lee staked everything on Pickett's charge, a massive frontal assault against the Union center on Cemetery Ridge. Nearly 12,500 Confederates advanced across an open field under devastating artillery fire. Union cannons and rifle volleys tore gaps in their ranks. A small Confederate brigade briefly breached the Union line, the high water mark of the Confederacy, but was quickly repelled. The charge ended in catastrophic failure, with over 50% casualties. Lee's gamble had failed, and the Confederacy's hopes for victory began to fade. By July 4th, Lee's shattered army began its retreat south, leaving behind 28,000 casualties. Gettysburg, combined with Grant's victory at Vicksburg, marked the war's turning point. The Union's morale soared, while the Confederacy struggled to replace its losses. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address later reframed the conflict as a fight for freedom and equality. The battlefield strewn with the fallen became a symbol of sacrifice. Gettysburg's aftermath sealed the Confederacy's decline and set the stage for the Union's eventual victory.